Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, August 21st. An active weather pattern is in store for the Mid-Atlantic region for the next couple of days. There will be scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, tonight, and on Friday, perhaps even into Saturday in some parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. And some of the rain certainly can fall heavily at times. Quite an unstable situation for the next couple of days. Eventually, Canadian high pressure will build southward from the southeastern part of Canada, promoting some clearing skies later this weekend and quite a cool weekend as a low-level flow out of the east to northeast will develop up and down the I-95 corridor. High temperatures this weekend and perhaps even into the early part of next week will generally be confined to the 70s with that low-level flow of cool air off the ocean. Definitely below normal conditions for this time of the year for this weekend and perhaps into the early part of next week. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface map. And we've talked for the last several days about weak frontal systems just kind of stationary here across the middle part of the country and into the northeast. That continues to be the case this morning. High pressure will eventually build south and eastward into the New England area, and that Canadian high pressure will become the main weather feature by the latter part of the week and certainly by Sunday and into Monday. But before we get there, we have certainly some scattered showers and thunderstorms to get through here in the I-95 corridor, and some of the rain can fall heavily at times. Some of the thunderstorms can reach strong to perhaps even severe levels in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region over the next 48 hours. Until all of this clears on out of here, we have a threat for some rain right into the early part of the weekend. Well, here's a current look at the radar loop. Fairly active for this early in the day. A little bit of a shower thunderstorm batch right here in the north central part of Pennsylvania, but the main area of interest for us right now is out here over the Ohio Valley. Numerous showers and thunderstorms moving into Indiana and Ohio. They will continue to trek to the east over the next 12 to 24 hours or so. A little bit of a shower or two right now just north of the D.C. metro region. For the most part, it looks like rain-free conditions up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to New York City through the morning and perhaps midday hours. But later this afternoon, a good chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity to develop, and that likelihood will continue this evening up and down the I-95 corridor. Well, here's the latest infrared satellite imagery loop from the SSEC Wisconsin website. A mix of clouds and sun right now up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philly, New York City. That'll remain the case over the next several hours. A mix of clouds and suns, a big batch of clouds here seen here on the satellite loop associated with a lot of showers and thunderstorms. And all of this has to move through the Mid-Atlantic region before we get into the clear. And that is where our area of showers and thunderstorms will move in from. North central part of the country, the Great Lakes region, will gradually move to the east over the next 6 to 12 hours or so. The threat increases this afternoon for some showers and thunderstorms, and that threat continues right through tomorrow night and perhaps even into the day on Saturday, especially in the south and west portions of the Mid-Atlantic region. D.C., for example, certainly can get some showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Way on the lower left edge here is Tropical Storm Lowell. That will move away from the U.S. west coast. However, you can see some moisture is streaming into the southwest U.S. from that particular Pacific tropical system. Well, let's take a look at some computer forecast maps using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run for beginning with this evening. First of all, we'll look at the upper atmosphere forecast map for this evening, Thursday evening. This is the 500 millibar map. A couple of things to point out here. First of all, certainly can see a little bit of a trough here in the northeastern part of the country this evening. That will provide some upward motion, and some instability will be the result in the atmosphere, hence the threat for showers and thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. And again, some of the storms that form can be on the strong to the severe side later today and again on Friday. We'll monitor that over the next several hours, and certainly some of the rain will fall heavily at times up and down the I-95 corridor, especially in D.C. and the Philly metro region over the next 24 to 36 hours or so. Notice kind of an unusual look to the pattern here over southeastern Canada, and this indeed is where high pressure will develop. throughout the atmosphere over the next 24 hours or so, and eventually that high pressure will build southward right through New England and into the mid-Atlantic region. High pressure, Canadian high pressure, will be the main weather feature in the northeastern part of the country by the latter part of the weekend and right through the early, perhaps even the middle part of next week, promoting a low-level flow of cool air for this time of the year with well below normal temperatures, likely on Saturday, Sunday, perhaps Monday and Tuesday as well in the I-95 corridor. Well, here's a forecast map at the surface for this evening. Then we'll look at 12-hour increments right into the weekend. High pressure starting to build here by this evening into the eastern part of Canada, but over the mid-Atlantic region, quite unsettled. An area of rain depicted here by the GFS model for later this afternoon into the early part of the evening. Certainly the threat increases this afternoon after a little bit of daytime heating for some shower and thunderstorm activity, and still unsettled right through the northern plains here, and until all of this moves eastward, we will have the threat here in the eastern part of the country for some shower and thunderstorm activity. Let's now take a look at tomorrow morning's forecast map. Well, by tomorrow morning, Friday morning, some of the precipitation lightens up here, but that's mainly as a result of the diurnal effects. That'll kick back in midday and afternoon on Friday. Notice high pressure, strong Canadian high pressure, starting to build southward here across southeastern Canada. Could even see a kind of a kinkiness here in the isobar pattern, which is similar to cold air damming situations in the wintertime as high pressure extends down the northeast coast. And sure enough, just like in the cold air damming situations during the winter, low-level northeast flow of air will develop, and this time of the year it will be produce some well below normal temperatures in the I-95 corridor. So again, still some precipitation as of tomorrow morning right throughout the Great Lakes region. We have to get through that before we're in the clear here. Here's the GFS forecast map for tomorrow evening, Friday evening. Notice high pressure now starting to slide into New England, again with a low-level flow starting to develop here parallel to these isobars here out of the northeast. Winds flow clockwise around high pressure. Still some shower and thunderstorm activity across the mid-Atlantic and the Ohio Valley into the upper part of the Midwest. Still the threat continues right through tomorrow night for some shower and thunderstorm activity. Neither today or tomorrow will be all-day washout type rain situations, but there can be a shower or thunderstorm at just about any time this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. Some of the rain will come down heavily at times, especially from D.C. to Philadelphia, and some of the thunderstorms can reach strong to severe levels, especially across D.C. and perhaps into the Philadelphia metro region. New York City will get into the clear first here because of this developing high pressure area that's building southward from the southeastern part of Canada. Finally, here's the forecast map for Saturday morning. Notice high pressure now driving southward from southeastern Canada into New England and into the mid-Atlantic region. Still the threat for a few showers and perhaps even a thunderstorm or two on Saturday, especially in the southwestern part of the I-95 corridor in D.C., perhaps even into Philadelphia. Cool northeast flow of air, east to northeast flow of air will develop by the weekend, and that will promote a cooling trend. Definitely below normal temperatures on Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday as well, maybe even into Tuesday, up and down the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philly to New York City, thanks to this Canadian high-pressure system that will become the main weather story later this week and after we get through an unsettled 48 hours with scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.